Hi guys, this is Neuser with another episode of Equipped, the series where I share my preferred loadouts and playstyles for different operators. The last two episodes I've covered Thermite and Bandit, and that's why we're going to take a closer look at Thatcher today, since these three operators have so much to do with each other. So why am I playing as Thermite here? Well, Thatcher not playing Thatcher is the reason. This is probably a player that is quite new to the game or just someone who's not focused on the objective. But you can see here how important Thatcher can be, or perhaps rather how difficult he can make it to play Thermite when he's not doing his part. And it can be hard to make your point when you don't have the player on TeamSpeak. Now, these kinds of situations can often lead to toxic behavior and angry messages, and that is something I'm so much against. I try to take the time to lead them in the right direction instead, even if it sometimes gets you into trouble you didn't really ask for. But before we take a closer look at Thatcher's role, we'll check out the loadout. Thatcher is a medium speed, medium armor operator with 3 EMP grenades as his special ability. With these, he can destroy everything electrical, including your own team's drones, so you might have to be a bit careful with that. He will also temporarily shut down Pulse's heart rate monitor and the sight reticles of defenders nearby the blast. Thatcher can choose between 3 primary weapons, the A33 and the L85A2 assault rifles, and the standard shotgun for the SAS CTU. The A33 was a gun that I struggled a bit with at first, but as long as you know that it's a short-range rifle, it works out fine. It actually has the shortest damage drop-off of all assault rifles, and at 20 meters, it only do about half the damage compared to the L85A2. So that's why I almost always go with the L85. I prefer the ACOG and flash hider on this gun, as it is fairly easy to use thanks to its manageable recoil. I usually don't use shotguns as attacker, and especially not pump-action versions, because of the low damage and poor range. For the secondary, you only have the choice of the P226, but this is a great short-range pistol that's very easy to use. I often use suppressors on all attackers' secondary guns to be able to take out cameras or other gadgets silently. And as I like stun grenades, I feel right at home equipped with that. When playing Thatcher, I consider myself as Thermite's bodyguard and assistant. I try to focus on what Thermite's doing and make it easier for him to do his job, providing cover when he plays his exothermic charges, and of course being prepared with the EMP grenades if there are some bandit batteries or mute jammers that need to be taken out for Thermite to use his charge. If you got Thermite on TeamSpeak, you can also counter Bandit's battery trick by timing an EMP explosion directly after Thermite has placed his charge. The easiest way though is often to throw all 3 when you see that Thermite is about to place his charge, as it will be very difficult for Bandit to hear and time the deployment of his battery then. Another way of making it a bit more difficult for Bandit is to get a flash into a nearby drone hole to blind him before Thermite places his charge. If I don't need to assist Thermite and the enemy team got Jaeger, I also try to get my EMPs into the room before my team starts wasting other grenades. As with other grenades, I feel it's much better to waste the EMPs than to die with them unused, as you often manage to take something out with them. It can be wise though to make sure your team don't have an important drone in a great spot inside. It could hurt your attack if you destroy that. Thatcher is an operator I often choose when playing ranked if nobody else pick him, as long as there is a Thermite on the team. Otherwise I pick him. This game and the ranking system is mostly about winning matches, and with a Thatcher-Thermite combination I feel you make it much easier to win. To be able to get through a reinforced, jammed wall often means you've opened the one place that the enemy least expect you to be able to open. On certain maps though, like the garage doors on House and Chalet among others, especially when playing ranked, people will probably be on high alert for that and even be prepared with the Bandit's battery trick. But at least with Thatcher, you have the ability to counter that. So is Thatcher a support operator that won't score you kills and get you into the action? No, certainly not. He's really a force to count on, and when I've done my most important job, supporting Thermite, this is an operator that can win games for me. The flash grenades are awesome, all his guns are really easy to use, and the P226 pistol actually do massive damage as long as you're within 8 meters. And it's so easy to spam fire with decent accuracy. In this situation I unfortunately had to reposition at the worst possible time, as a teammate called out a kill hole I had missed, and we ended up losing this round. So, to sum this up, when I play Thatcher, I'm Thermite's bodyguard and assistant, so I can help my team to keep Thermite alive and get those reinforced walls open. After that, I take on a much more aggressive role, which is really fun to do with Thatcher, as he's got the weapons, speed and agility for it. This is, according to me, an operator that really helps your team to win games when played correctly. And although my individual skill isn't enough sometimes, I can still do a great job for my team just by throwing out my EMPs where they're needed. So that's about it for today, guys. What are your thoughts on Thatcher? And how do you like to play him? Have I missed anything you would like to add that works really well for you? Or do you have any good or bad examples regarding Thatcher? Please leave a comment below, as I would love to hear your thoughts. And it would really mean a lot to me if you give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful in any way. It's so motivating for me to get that sort of feedback. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my future content. On Sunday, it's time for another episode of Quick Tips, and until then, I will keep being Neuser. Hej då!